Alright, let's get into the video. 5 things to know about God of War Ragnarok. Like in an ancient Norse mythology that sat dormant for years before sweeping into a zeitgeist, God of War Ragnarok is coming. First teased last year, the much anticipated sequel of 2018 God of Wars finally popped up last week as a splashy capstone of a PlayStation showcase. Sony finally shows the new God of War in action stars older Atreus. The first significant gameplay reveal packed a lot into 3 minutes, including sweeping bosses and moments, some moments of combat alongside characters old Mimir, Freya, and Brock, and new Thor and Agrabota. God of War Ragnarok is still a ways off with a board release of 2022, but we're officially at that moment in the hype cycle where the info drip feed starts to info drip feeding. Sorry. Here's what you should know. Excuse me. It'll be a single shot again. Like its 2018 predecessor, God of War Ragnarok will deploy a concurrently known as the guarantee to make NYU film boys talk about your project technique. In other words, it'll play out over one unbroken scene. Ragnarok narrative director Matt Spofos confirmed as much on Twitter. A new director at the helm. Corey Blog, who directed the 2018 game, is passing the torch. Heading up Ragnarok is Eric Williams, who's worked on the series since 2004, but Blog is still involved with the game. Here's Williams describing their collaborative process to IGN. There were tough times, I'll be straight up honest, where he was like, hey, I think you are messing up this part. Look at it again. And I'd be like, okay, fuck you. And I'll walk out of the office and then come back like 10 minutes later and be like, God damn it, you're right. Let me go look at it again. Then other times he'd be like, hey, I thought about that thing again. Maybe don't put as much stock into it that as I was saying. Thor's not the only newcomer. You saw him, or well, his hammer, pop up at the end of the last week's trailer. But the God of Thunder isn't the only member of the Norse pantheon to make an appearance in Ragnarok. His dad Odin will also pop up, voiced by Richard Schiff, best known as Toby on The West Wing. Both father and son are presumably pissed about their deaths of their kin by Kratos' violent hand in first God of War. You'll finally be able to check out all the 9 realms. Norse mythology famously features 9 realms. The 2018 game let you visit with varying degrees of depth of 6 of them. Alfheim, Helheim, Jotunheim, Midgard, where much of the game takes place. Muspelheim and Niflheim. 3 others, Svartalfheim, Vanheim, and the glimmering mead hall of Asgard, remain gated off. You'll be able to visit all 9 in Ragnarok. But as William told IGN, you won't just retread old ground for 2/3 of the game. Ragnarok is set in the throes of the Fimbulwinter winter, an earth-changing event that precedes Ragnarok by 3 years for Midgard. That means a layer of frost for the other 8 realms. Though it's not necessarily permanent winter, expect changes in the 6 regions you visit in the first game. Combat will be more vertical than the last game. In Ragnarok's gameplay reveal trailer, you may have spotted a moment in which Kratos uses the Blades of Chaos, twin knives attached to long chains, to grapple and to shamble up a ledge. That's because, unlike the first game, fights in God of War Ragnarok won't just largely exist on a flat plane. Williams told IGN that Ragnarok will have some degree of versatility and teased an almost King of the Hill style mode of combat. Sorry, still no specific release date. But when God of War Ragnarok does come out next year, it'll do so both on the PS4 and the PlayStation 5. Alright, that's it for this video. Leave a like, share. Sorry, not leave a like. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys are excited for in God of War Ragnarok. If you're excited for to be able to explore Asgard and see what Asgard is like, let me know what you think it'll be like and how good do you think it's going to look. Do you think it's going to look like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which I hope it doesn't, even though Assassin's Creed Valhalla's Asgard looked beautiful. I expect this to look way more beautiful than what Valhalla is offering. So, or you expect to visit the other realms that you just couldn't visit in the last game, and what do you expect that those look like? That's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.